Welcome to the TV and Tea podcast. I'm Adriana.
And I'm Selena.
And we are two sisters that have decided to let the internet into the conversations that we have about TV and pop culture over endless cups of tea. In our house, the reoccurring questions are, is it tea time? To which the answer is always yes.
And what are we watching? So pour yourself a cup and get ready to get into it.
Hey guys!
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back to the show.
Yes, we're back at it again. After a little break, we're sorry.
Yes, I was traveling, I went out of town, there was a lot going on, you know.
She was doing her thing.
I was, and that was all very fun. But now we're back and we're ready to get into it.
Yes, I'm so ready to get into it. We have a lot for you guys today.
So much.
Yes, because the fall shows have started. I don't watch most of them, but the ones that I have,
nothing.
I'm watching like two shows that are really good. We're gonna talk about that today, and then also you have some shows for us as well.
Yes. What like random things have you been watching lately?
Okay, so super random watches, but I started watching House of Cards on Netflix.
Okay, about 10 years too late, but okay.
Yes.
Love
also, I'm being nostalgic. I'm having a 2013 moment. And then I'm also watching Secret Life of the American Teenager. Although I made it to season 2 and now I hate it. So I might stop.
Okay.
Yeah, super random, but I wanted like a teen show that wasn't Riverdale or Gossip Girl. So I was just like, okay, let me get into some mess.
Have you ever watched One Tree Hill?
No, maybe I should watch that.
One Tree Hill used to be my show, big time. I loved it. I've been wanting to rewatch that. I just feel like that's such a huge undertaking. But yeah, One Tree Hill is good.
I might just do that then, because Secret Life is annoying me and it's just as many seasons. So I might as well get into something real good.
Yes, One Tree Hill was like drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's what we'll do.
Okay. What random things have I been watching?
And Renovation Inc. Oh, obsessed.
You are obsessed with that.
The Bomblers.
I am like in Real Housewives heaven. The Real Housewives of Potomac is just on and popping on fire this season. Just the best franchise that's on TV. And Salt Lake City just started. They're 3 episodes in, and
I was gonna ask you about Salt Lake City.
Oh my god.
Is it good?
Wild.
Really?
Okay, this one lady on there, Mary, she married her step-grandfather.
Wait, what?
Yes. Like, she has a child with her step-grandfather. Like, her grandmother put in her will that she would have to marry him to inherit their church and their, like, family businesses and
her
fortune.
Her granddaughter married her new husband. So not her grandpa, but, like, not her grandma's man.
Second husband, yes. And, like, I went down a rabbit hole and, like, looked it up. And, like, the ages, I don't know how old the grandma was, but he was only, like, 26 when he married the grandma. And when the woman then married him, she was only, like, 24. So, and now they don't look at that. The age difference between them, current day, does not look large.
Are they in love?
I don't know. Like, she says that they're very blessed and that's the only reason why. Like, they're still blessed to this day because of that.
If that is not the most Utah shit I've ever heard, WPS.
They're all like in the Mormon church or used to be in the Mormon church. And
that's what I was gonna ask you.
It's a lot of like, I was excommunicated, my family got kicked out, like da-da-da-da-da. People say that we're swingers, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's like a lot of stuff going on over there, and I'm living. It's so good.
Okay.
So good.
The only reason I know about this new franchise of Housewives is because of the Sophia with an F podcast.
Okay.
She's from Salt Lake City, Utah, and she was like, yes, these bitches are messy, finally putting on for my little state that nobody knows about.
Yes, they are messy. And they're like drama, and they're very wealthy. Like, the houses are beautiful. It's like snowing. It's a real vibe.
Utah, because you have to keep in mind, like, middle America isn't as expensive as like Miami, New York, LA.
No, like, their closets are like, this one woman lives in a chalet. Like, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's this huge home. Like, no, these people are wealthy. Like, nice cars, complete designer closets. Like, no, they got some money.
Okay.
Like, real nice. Like, I like it.
Okay, so some weird incest and lots
some
of
weird
money.
things, and it's a lot of like religion and church and like family stuff. Like, two of the girls are cousins.
Okay.
You know, but they've got some like skeletons in their closet. Like, one of them is divorced and she was like shunned, and then the other one had an affair
Ooh.
with her now husband that she's been with for 15 years, but she was like excommunicated from the church.
I love a good affair.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yes, they were both married. They had an affair. She worked for him. They had an affair, and then they both left their spouses and got married, and it was scandalous.
I think affairs are so funny and scandalous and are like the best type of tea. It's just like, for some reason, it's just like, oh my god, like now you guys are really together? Crazy.
Yeah, when you leave your wife for the other woman,
It's like, damn.
but like, that's what I respect. Like, if you leave your wife for the other woman, that's respectable.
Yeah,
it's like you were really in love. But if you're just like fucking for no reason, I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no. If you're gonna cheat, do it with your whole chest, your whole heart. Like, please, don't just be saying it didn't mean anything. It didn't matter. Like, really?
No, don't do that.
Please,
don't do that. Anyways, do you want to get into the show? Give us a quote.
Yes. Okay, so my quote this week is from Clueless, iconic, and Cher says, "Let's do a makeover." And that was my mood for last week. I have new hair. I'm a new bitch. It's that part of the semester where you just like wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, I'm gonna dye my hair.
Okay.
And that's where we're at. It's not done yet. Like, I'm gonna tone it down because it's a little orange for me, but I think we're on the right path, and I'll have like a new look for my birthday.
I like it.
I think it's so cute and fun.
It's starting to grow on me. Like, yesterday I said it needed to be like less orange, but I kind of like it with your skin tone.
Interesting. I want it to be warm, but I think I need to do like something else. Definitely what I put over it though is gonna be warm. I think warm tones look good on me.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's how I was feeling.
Okay. And my quote comes from Schitt's Creek, and Moira Rose goes, "I'm not above a naughty night of debauchery." And I went on a trip. It was my friend's Bachelorette, and we were in Asheville, North Carolina. So it was like, you know, it's a chill adult Bachelorette. This wasn't like a raunchy Vegas.
Okay.
You know, this was
Cute.
Yeah. But like, we went out one night and we got rowdy.
What do you mean out? Like, you're allowed to go out there?
Not really out, but we went to we were at wineries all day and breweries, and then we went to eat.
Oh, okay.
And the drinks were just flowing. Then we went to another bar, and then another bar.
Okay.
So we went out, and then when we got back to our Airbnb, we were like lit, and then got more lit, and it was just a wild night. Like,
that's
I was just like
fresh.
I was literally like gone. Like, I haven't been that drunk probably all year.
That's
I had a full hangover the next day.
We love that for you.
But it was so much fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time on the trip. It was great. It was fun and fresh. It was nice to get out of Miami. It was nice to get away, and got a little rowdy.
Okay.
It was fun.
Is the COVID active up there? I ask this whenever somebody goes out of town, because in Miami it's kind of active.
I don't know. Everybody was wearing a mask.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But everybody was out. Like Saturday night, there was lines to get into every single brewery, winery, and bar. Like a line of people waiting.
Yeah.
You know
what's funny? Like, although I do think it's a little bit slower, less packed down here, I went to Langyape on Monday to record it, and it was full. Like, full.
No, few places are active.
So, yeah, I guess people be out here.
No, everyone is out.
Be safe, y'all.
Yes, be very safe. Wear a mask. But we wore masks. We disinfected. I just think people are not really that clean and not wearing masks. You know, they're like touching things, they're touching themselves, like they're not washing their hands enough, they don't use hand sanitizer, they don't disinfect anything, they like come in and like just in the same dirty clothes from the road, like, you know, it's like all of that kind of stuff. I think people are not good at.
You just gotta be careful.
Yeah, I think
Extra careful.
I agree.
Not just careful. Because I feel like some people think they're careful and then it's like, no, you're actually not. So yeah. But let's get into the show now.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about first?
I think we should talk about our separate shows because you're watching stuff and I'm watching stuff.
Okay. So I'll start. I'm watching The Bachelorette. I've joined Bachelor Nation for the second time ever. And Claire and Dane. Let's just talk about Claire and Dale for a second. Claire, so I don't know her. I don't watch.
Okay, I know her.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I didn't watch The Bachelorette this season. I have no intention of watching it either. But I know Claire because she was on Juan Pablo's season.
She was.
And I watched Juan Pablo's season all the way through, and he did her dirty.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, but she was a sweet girl. The only thing was that, oh my gosh, you know what's funny? She latched onto Juan Pablo so quickly.
Yeah,
so
she's
I
like
guess,
thirsty for love.
Yeah, so I guess it makes sense how the events of this season played out. She's just that type of girl.
I think so. She's like, on the second date, I love you kind of chick.
Yes.
So I didn't know her. I didn't know her history, but she was the oldest Bachelorette, which she said 1,000,000 times. And she did some, you know, internet stalking of Dale before she met. So when they met, she was like immediately just like, this is it. This is him. He's for me. And she couldn't see past that to even get to know any of the other guys. And they were not even trying to hide it. They were not trying to be subtle. It was like real dirty style. And I talk about all the episodes in depth on my Instagram story. I've been just ranting on there. But I do, after seeing them come back, I'm just like, you guys are annoying, so I'm like done with you. And now they're engaged and they are, you know, off living life together. But then apparently he was spotted last weekend at Cipriani in New York, like with another woman. So I don't know.
TV and tea.
Yes. But I do think they do have the makings of a very good couple. Even though they got together literally in like 8 days, I do think they have a lot of similarities with their family backgrounds, with both losing a parent, with both having a close family member that's in like a special care facility. I do think in that way they're very much aligned and they do seem very much into each other. So I don't think it's like complete bullshit, you know? I was watching the episode where, you know, they came back and we were watching Tayshia come in and mommy was watching with me and she started to cry. She was like, this is true love.
Oh my gosh, I can't. You see, mommy likes to pretend like she's just like a sci-fi action type of gal, but when I be putting on Say Yes to the Dress and all my like dream come true shows, she be crying there with me.
No, like literally cried. I was like, what is wrong with you? She's like, no. She's like, look at her. She had tears in her eyes when they met. oh, Adriana, this is the real thing. I was like, all right, sure.
I love it. Come through, Elaine.
And now Tayshia has come in. She's the new Bachelorette. They brought on 4 more guys. There were 16 guys, so they brought on 4 more.
And she's super pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, Tayshia is everything.
Yeah.
She is pretty, she's educated, she's smart, she is personable, she is so magnetic. She makes everyone feel important. She has the best conversations with everyone. She's curious, she's open, she's warm, she's inviting. Like, she is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything that the show needed, everything that the guys needed. She's everything that a Bachelorette should be, even though I don't really know what that means completely.
ABC Family brand vibes.
No, like, she's literally, like, perfect.
Okay.
And she's hot, you know, that is also important. And the guys that she has, some of them are really great. I love Brandon. Easy has grown on me. I thought he was a little bit of a jerk, but I like him. I like Ben. And I like Bennett just because he's like bougie and very wealthy.
I'm dead.
He like pulled up in a Rolls Royce and he's like talking about taking European vacations. Like, yes, Daddy,
Okay,
let's go.
better.
And I think that's it. But I really like Brandon. I think he just has like this such like an earnest spirit, and I think they have a lot in common. I just really like him. And everybody else is like, eh. There's like drama with some of the men. Like, I don't understand the drama with the men.
There's always drama with the men.
I really don't. Like, 2 of the guys are like fighting, and one of them is just in Tayshia's ear, like, this guy is not here for you. This guy's not here for you. It's like, guy, like, stop talking. Why are you talking about another man? Talk about yourself. Worry about yourself.
They love to be talking about the other guys.
Oh my god, it's so annoying. I'm like, I really want her to just kick them both off so we can like put ourselves out of our misery. But it's like just loser on loser crime there. So yeah, that's a Bachelorette so far. I'm loving it. It's messy in all the right ways.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great.
Cute. Fun.
Mm-hmm.
My turn. So I started watching The Undoing, and
So did I.
oh, okay, so we can talk about this.
I thought you had something.
No, I do have something else, but let's talk about The
Okay,
Undoing.
let's talk about The Undoing.
Everything.
How many episodes have you watched?
All of them so far.
Oh.
4.
I'm behind by 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna catch up on this Sunday on 2 of them. Okay, so I got up to the place where she saw the camera footage of herself walking by the woman's apartment. So, okay, if you're not watching this, you have to. It's so
Yes.
good. It's on HBO Max. It's Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
And what's Ewan McGregor? Is the husband? Is that Ewan McGregor?
Let me see what his name is. British guy. Cute guy.
I think that's Ewan McGregor. No.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
I knew it was Hugh Grant.
I was like, wait a second, that's not Ewan McGregor. Okay.
No, Hugh Grant.
Hugh
Classic
Grant.
English man. We
Yes.
love it.
And then who's playing the grandpa, the dad?
Oh, the grandpa.
Oh my God, love
super
him.
good as well. Donald Sutherland.
Oh my god, love him. The casting is on point and everyone
Impeccable.
is acting their ass off.
Yes, and Nicole Kidman's wardrobe, everything like Upper East Side,
Yes.
like realistic, like woman, like stylish, and like I love how they're styling her with the red hair.
No, the
all
hair
the
is
greens
everything.
and the reds and the maroons. I'm just like, oh,
I don't
yes.
like that green coat that she keeps wearing. I think it's ugly, but
It reminds
everything
me of
else-
Mary Poppins.
I feel like it looks like a old couch that's like not it, like from the 70s. It just feels like an old couch.
I didn't like the green coat at first, but it's growing on me. I think it looks good with her hair.
I don't like it.
I love how they style redheads.
Yes, but she's everything.
Mhm.
Her house is sick. I love that kitchen.
That whole apartment. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
and the grandpa's apartment.
Oh, the grandpa lives in like a penthouse, like something. I don't even know.
The level of wealth.
Yes.
We're gonna get into like a full breakdown when the season is over, but basically her husband gets accused of murdering this woman who that she then finds out they're, you know, having an affair, had a child, you know,
whole entanglement,
and you know, she was kind of becoming friends with the woman because their kids go to the same school. And it's just very interesting. The plot just keeps thickening at this point.
And the husband maintains that he is innocent.
Yes.
And as the season goes on, you start to question, like, whether he is innocent, and if he is, like, who did it. And we're now at the point where we're questioning her.
Yes. She keeps having these, like, flashes of, like, visions. And you almost think she's just imagining what could have happened. But it kind of leads you to believe that maybe this is actually what happened and she's had some sort of psychotic break from the events that transpired. That's what I kind of think happened.
That's what I think too. And you'll see, like, in the most recent episodes, but I don't know if you've noticed this already, but, like, there are times where she's walking or just going about her day and everything starts to look fuzzy and hazy.
Yes.
So that leads me to believe, like, okay, she might be suppressing something, like something's happening psychologically with her. Like, why does it look hazy all of a sudden? And even, like, this is, like, a very deep analysis, but, like, the trailer with the music, how it's, like, bright and airy and dreamlike, and then you see these flashes of violence.
Yes.
It's, like, that's what I feel like the show is going to be, is that she's living in this fantasy world of, my husband couldn't have done this, but wait, did I do it?
Yeah, I do think that. I think the fact that she keeps having these, like, visions, I keep saying, like, wait, like, did this happen or didn't? I'm just like, wait, what's going on when those moments happen? So it leads me to believe that she might be having some sort of psychological break of some kind.
Did she do it? Was she there? Like, what's going on?
Yes, you know, something is amiss. There's some parts of the show that are just, like, not realistic. Like
what?
Like the fact that she went on a walk and ended up in Harlem. Like, she lives in the Upper East Side of Manhattan. That couldn't be farther away from one another. It's not, like, easy to get to Harlem.
So maybe that's why we should be questioning why she was there even more. She wasn't just on a walk. She went to do her little thing.
Yeah, it's like things like that. And like in the first episode when she goes to, like, speak to the police, it's like, rich people do not go to speak to the police without a lawyer. Like, she went there by herself. Like, things like that are like...
She gave me Betty Broderick vibes, though. Like, I don't need a lawyer. I'm fine. I can do this. Like, clueless wife.
No. That father has way too much money for that.
He told her. Everybody told her to get a lawyer, and she was just like, no.
I don't know. People like that have lawyers on retainer. Like, they're not having, like, the police come into their home and search their home without a lawyer present. I don't know. Like, in that moment, she would have gotten on the phone. Like, in real life, that woman would have gotten on the phone and been like, I need the lawyer here. Like, I don't know. There's just, like, certain... But that's, like... It's TV, so it's, you know, whatever. It's TV.
Yeah.
But I do love it. I think it's really good so far, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
a lot.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and that is one of my fall picks for you all to watch. It's just so entertaining, so good. HBO Max, and if you have Hulu, I think you can just add it on. Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
Okay.
I'll talk about the show that you haven't watched, A Teacher.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to watch
Are you? Oh, yeah, I was about to ask you that. So, A Teacher is based on a movie from a couple years ago about an inappropriate relationship between a high school student, a boy, 17 years old, and one of his teachers, a young, hot thing that...
How old is he and she?
So he's 17, and she is supposed to be in her early 30s. But it's Kate Mara, so you know how she looks. She looks young. And there are even some parts of the show where they are out together and people think like they're just a normal couple, when it's like, no, this is predatory. But anyways, you guys... I thought this show would be really creepy and weird because of the situation. The subject matter. And from the trailers, I thought they were romanticizing it, like it was just a normal relationship. But at the beginning of every episode, they give a disclaimer, like, hey, this is going to show depictions of grooming, like, be careful. And at the end, they say, hey, if you need help, here's a hotline. So I was like, okay, at least they're being responsible. This isn't like a weird cutie situation where it's like, this is inappropriate and y'all are trying to normalize it. But
does it feel like they're romanticizing it as you're watching the show?
no, you can tell she's definitely taking advantage of him. They're making that clear.
Good.
Yeah, like she's married, she's having issues with her husband, and he is from a poor family, single mom, wants to better himself and go to college, but you know, doesn't really have money for an SAT tutor. So she offers to tutor him, and then that's how the relationship starts. Okay? And how it's going right now, it's just like you feel for the kid and you are disliking Kate Mara. And okay, like, you know, this is how you want to feel when these type of stories are talked about and portrayed on the screen. You don't want to feel like, oh, but like I want them to be together. Like they're so cute. And it's an interesting show so far. I like how everything is unfolding, and the writing is good. Writing is smart. FX, so I would expect that type of quality from them, and yeah, I'd actually recommend it.
Interesting.
Oh, and I also just watched Kate Mara, spoiler, die in House of Cards.
Yeah.
So now watching her live in this show, I'm like, hey, Zoe Barnes.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't like things like that.
I thought I wouldn't like it. I just watched it because I was curious, and I'm like, okay, this is a fall show, like we should cover it. But I'm actually enjoying it.
Interesting. I mean, that is just so prevalent. So I think if they're shining light on it in a responsible way, then cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the last thing we're going to talk about is a movie.
A movie!
We're going to talk about the Holidate that was on Netflix. Such a cute movie.
Everything so cute.
Emma Roberts. And what's the guy's name?
He's adorable.
Luke Bracey.
What else has he been in?
He has also been in that movie when he's a cop, Point Break.
Oh yes, that's what he's from.
And G.I. Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from Point Break. Such a cute movie. The whole cast was really good.
Yes.
Kristen Chenoweth was super cute. And it is focused on Emma Roberts' character. I'm like, what am I trying to say?
What?
In starring Emma Roberts, her character, she's like this perpetually single woman. She can't get over her ex, and she has no dates to bring home for the holidays. So her and Jackson, they become holidates. They
meet at the mall.
Yeah, and they're like, funny. I don't have a date for New Year's Eve. You don't have a date for New Year's Eve. So let's just have New Year's Eve together. And then they start to spend every holiday together for like an entire year.
Yeah, like a friends with benefits, but...
No, but there are no benefits. They're not sleeping together.
That's what I was about to say. Like a friends with benefits, but no hooking up and only on the holidays.
Yeah.
So you have someone to bring.
Yeah. And I just thought it was so cute to see them go through all the holidays, go to all the parties. Like, It really made me miss, like, going out.
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, my God.
That scene,
I was like, I need a Cinco de Mayo so badly when I saw that.
And St. Patty's Day in Chicago, mind you, that we were supposed to go to.
I know. We were both supposed to be in Chicago last St. Patty's Day, and that is the week that COVID hit and everything shut down. Week.
Our mom begged us not to go. She was like, literally, if you go, the flights are going to get canceled and you're not going to be able to make it home. And she was right.
She was right. Because, yeah. Yeah, that party also was really good. Even the New Year's Eve party, like, I've only done New Year's Eve in a club like once, but it was like packed and it was crazy and I was wasted.
I want to go to like an adult bougie New Year's Eve party where you dress nice and it's like you buy a ticket.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right?
That's exactly what I thought when I was watching the New Year's Eve scene. I was like, I need to do like a fancy as fuck New Year's.
Yeah.
Like a dinner, a dance, this, like, I need the whole experience.
A champagne.
Yes, like, I want the whole thing. I thought the exact same thing.
Yeah.
When will that happen? Who knows?
It's okay, soon.
Yeah, but the movie was so cute. I thought it really was a traditional romantic comedy, which I appreciated.
Yes.
It wasn't a Hallmark romantic movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like, cheesy and, like... small town,
Mhm.
dead mom.
This is the modern Christmas movie. They got it right.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did get it right. I thought Netflix did a really good job with it. The casting was perfect. It was just funny enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked them as like a little pair together. He was a little like snarky and athletic and like a health nut, and she was just kind of like a hot mess and really sarcastic. But I just thought they were so cute, and he was like tall and hot, and we love that.
Yeah, and I'm so glad Emma Roberts did this movie and took this role, because we have seen the rom-com kind of die off in the past couple of years.
I know.
And the ones that do come out, they're like not with the best actresses. They're like kind of weird and cheesy. And getting like a good script and a good actress on this, it's just like, it's so refreshing.
Also, I appreciated that they were adults. I feel like a lot of the rom-coms that have come out in the past couple years are all like centered around like teenage girls.
Yeah.
And like, I have no interest in that.
Oh my gosh, like those Netflix movies.
Yes,
like
like
Noah Centineo.
Yes, like all the boys I love and all of those that have been coming out the past couple years. Like this was a break from that, and I really appreciated it.
Yeah, like when are we gonna get the next He's Just Not That Into You or Something Borrowed? Like I want to see adults and their messiness and like the funny like situations.
Something's Gotta Give. Like, where are those movies today? Like, I miss that genre. That's I love those romantic comedies so much.
Yeah, and if you guys too love them too, like this is very similar. Honestly, this hit the mark for me.
It did. It checked all the boxes.
Yeah, they were super cute together. Emma Roberts was great. She's just so great in everything.
She is a well-rounded actress. Like, put her in all the romantic comedies. Like, she can do serious, but she's funny.
She's so funny.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
I just thought it was perfect. And like, Kristen Chenoweth was everything to me. Like,
oh my gosh, yes!
Like the fact that she was just like this old hussy that was just like, I'm not trying to settle down. I'm trying to bring someone new every chance I can. I just like loved her. That was super cute.
I love that archetype.
Yes, me too.
Cougar.
I love it.
Samantha Jones.
Yes, give it to me. So yeah, the holiday was good. Definitely recommend. For sure.
Yes, watch it with some hot cocoa. Watch it with your friends. It's a good little holiday fun.
I agree. Okay, guys, it's time for tea.
Time for tea.
Let's get into it.
Yes. So what do you have for us first, Adriana?
I know this is something that happened like a week ago, but I just want to mention it. R.I.P. to Alex Trebek. Like,
oh yeah,
that was just so sad, and I literally cried the morning I found out.
You cried?
I did, and I think it was more like, it just hit close to home. Like, he's just like such an institution in America and on TV, and I feel like I grew up watching Jeopardy, and it's just like, oh my god, like our stars are dying, like our older stars are dying, and he had cancer, and like people close to us have cancer, and it just like hit a chord that I was just like not expecting, and I had a full breakdown, and I just R.I.P.
Oh my gosh, yeah. A lot of older stars are passing away this year.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
It's so sad. I was like really sad about that, and I just have to like, this year. Hate it.
I mean, I didn't really grow up watching Jeopardy.
No?
So, no, not really.
I feel like my generation did. Like, we all watched Jeopardy. Like, I went through years of, like, every single night at 7 o'clock turning on Jeopardy. And then Wheel of Fortune.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, middle school, high school, for sure.
Very, very 90s, 2000s.
I think it was a 90s thing. Like, we just all grew up on him, and it's just like, he's gone. It's kind of like when Regis died. It's like, oh my god, like, these are like our men. It's just, I don't know. It was just sad.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
For sure. Okay. Any other news?
Oh, a lot of other
so
news.
Much other news.
I mean,
Go ahead.
This also might be a little bit old, but we had a week off, so we gotta talk about it all. Dolly Parton partly funded Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine research. She donated $1 million And she learned about it when the rest of us did, apparently, because the doctor that was heading the research really just reached out to his friends. Dolly Parton happened to be one of them, and was like, donate please to this that we're doing, whatever. And she was just like, I'll donate $1 million. And yeah, it was, of course, it was the COVID vaccine.
Wow, good for her.
Right? Isn't that nice?
She's very generous, and she gives a lot of money away.
Mm-hmm.
So this doesn't surprise me, and it's like, of course. What? Dolly can do no wrong.
Dolly's the queen. Like, yes.
Yeah, completely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cute.
Cute, right?
Yeah.
What else?
Okay, we have to get into the juiciest thing to come out in the last 2 weeks.
Let me pull up the receipts.
We're just gonna dive into Kardashian camp right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start with the small story.
Okay.
Scott Disick is currently been seen on 2 different occasions with Amelia Gray Hamlin, the daughter of Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin.
Mm-hmm.
And
the dark-haired one, the model.
They are apparently dating. They were seen at Kendall Jenner's Halloween party together, and everybody just thought like, oh, maybe they're friends, maybe she's like modeling for Talentless, whatever. But then a week later, they were spotted on a beach in Malibu together, like holding hands, cuddled up, enjoying the day. Amelia's 19. Scott is 37. This is Scott's now second very young girlfriend.
Yes.
So, Scott, let's have a conversation.
Let's discuss. Yes.
I think it's normal for younger girls to date for girls to date older men. But I think it is inappropriate when the person that you're dating is under 25.
I think it's inappropriate when they're under 21. Like, she's not even old enough to drink.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and this is coming from, like, I'm 21, I'm turning 22 in 2 weeks, and when I think about the older men that I dated when I was 18, 19 years old, I'm just like, what were they doing? I know what I was doing. I was having my fun, this is fine now, I'm 18, like, I can do whatever I want. But it's just, like, the men that I was dating were kind of questionable. Like, I looked really young.
Yes.
I, acted really young. It's just, like, what were you doing with me? You couldn't even bring me to a restaurant and order me a glass of wine.
Right. I think at 25 you have like some life experience, some things that have happened to you. You can navigate life better than when you are 18 years old. Like, yes, you're technically an adult, but you're like a grown child at 19 years old, 18, 19, 20, 21. Like, you're really not an adult at that age.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, what are they talking about? She's 19 years old. She's not in school. She's a model. And he's a 37-year-old father of 3. Like,
it's the pattern for me, and it's the going even younger for me. Like, Sophia Richie, when they first got together, was, I think, 19 as well. And now that she's gotten a little bit older, he's like, oof, next one, younger.
Yeah, I think that's really weird. And I do think that, like, within Hollywood, there's, like, a certain feeling of, like, we're in a bubble that you can understand me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're both, we're affiliated with famous families. Your mother's on TV, I'm on TV.
Yeah.
You're, famous on Instagram, I'm famous on Instagram. Like, I think there's, like, a certain field that people think surrounds them within Hollywood,
mm-hmm.
but it doesn't make it any less appropriate. Like,
yeah.
It's still weird. Like, this is a child and you're a grown ass man. I don't know. I think dating like 18, 19-year-olds when you are more than like 22, 23, it's like, it's just very weird. Like, that's a child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at you sideways.
Yeah, no, I also think it's super weird.
And I just don't think if a 19-year-old girl has the faculties to be able to navigate an older, richer person, a relationship within that kind of dynamic. I just don't think they have the life experience to be able to assert themselves in the way that they need to in a relationship.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Not a fan of this. It's
I'm
just
not a
like,
fan either.
Just like Pete Davidson and Cindy Crawford's daughter, they're dating now. And it's just like, he's a grown man and she is so young. I think she's like 18. Like,
that's weird.
And it's just like, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's ethical and right. Like, she is so young. What does she have to offer you besides like looking cute and like being fun?
Yeah. I don't know. Men like that are really creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I think once you get to a certain age, it starts to not matter. But like when you're really young, it definitely matters.
Yeah. Please just make sure your significant other can drink. Like, come on. You can't even...
But he's also like half sober. So I'm sure that helps. But like, no. You know, like if he's not really drinking and his girlfriend can't drink, that's useful, but like no, that's not the way you go about this.
I'm still not a fan.
I'm not a fan either at all.
Yeah.
And then Lisa and Harry have said that, you know, they loved her ex-boyfriend. He was like family, but we understand. As for them spending time together, we believe that this is just a phase. That's what their comment was, which I think is very interesting. I think Lisa Rinna is actually sitting back and loving this. She's like, I'm gonna be a Kardashian.
Yup.
Yes.
Yup. She's like, I'm gonna get some Kardashian clout.
Yes, because she is thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
She is the definition of thirsty and, you know, proud. But I think that's the right thing to say as a parent. I don't think she could come out and be like, I love it.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Just a fling, just a phase, but then
I like Scott so much, but this like is troublesome.
Shallon Lester has broken down his relationship with Sophia Richie about how he is still a child and that's why he goes for these young
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That makes a lot of sense though.
Yeah.
Because he used to be very, very immature.
Yeah. And he overcorrected, but with Courtney, she was his mom and he was a child. And now he's like, no, I don't want a mom, I want a friend.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Doesn't make it right, but you know.
Okay.
So in other news, another Kardashian story.
I love
Larsa Pippen went on a podcast and basically did a tell-all.
Basically.
Yeah, and I guess she made it official that her friendship with the Kardashian clan is over because you don't do a tell-all unless that shit is done.
Yeah.
Y'all
no, they're done. Larsa went on the podcast, basically was like, the fallout between me and Kim has really been caused by Kanye. Kanye thinks that she's better off without me. And she says, I'm okay with that. I will survive. I just want everyone to be happy. She really, broke it all down. She's like, you know, me and Kim were very close, thick as thieves, there for each other. And I got very close to the family, obviously. And, you know, Kanye would call me in the middle of the night ranting and raving about things. You know, I think in many ways, she was Kim's, confidant. So, you know, you call your girlfriend late at night, I'm having anxiety, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
But then also, you get close to the husband, and the husband is now Larsa, I don't know what to do, da-da-da-da-da. Maybe calls you on a one-off, and then it starts to spiral, and all of a sudden, you're getting late-night phone calls from your best friend's man in his psychotic, break.
Yeah, we know how Kanye be ranting.
Right, and she says that he would call ranting about different things, different ideas. And I'm sure she's just I have kids, I have a life, I don't need to be the one on the receiving end of your crazy man's ranting.
Yeah, so she blocked his number, and she said that's when it started to go downhill.
Yeah.
Then Kanye started saying bad things about her to Kim.
Planting the seeds.
Yeah, she's this, she's that. You know, you would be better off without her, basically.
Yeah.
In her words.
I think that's really fucked up.
So messed up.
Kanye is like, now I'm like, yeah, this is why Beyonce and Jay-Z are not friends with you guys.
Mhm.
Like, that's all I thought when I was, like, reading through all of the things that she was saying. I was just like, Kanye is just so, ugh.
Beyonce and Jay-Z like to keep their stuff on lock, and
He's messy.
he's very messy. Yeah, no.
But I think it's interesting that she's just, like, spilling all the tea. Like, she told the entire story of how she was dating Tristan, brought him to one of Kim's events. Chloe met him, didn't know him before that, and 10 days later they were shacked up together and dating. And I just think that's hilarious. And I think
Everyone recycles men in Hollywood. Like, once like a new hot guy comes in, people just pounce on them.
yeah. And he was like young.
Like, he
and
was
cute.
low key in Cleveland, and he just got the hookup with Larsa, and boom, like full on celebrity.
Right.
Introduced to like a bunch of other celebrities.
Right. I just think it's funny that, I don't know, like, I hate the idea of, like, dating someone of, like, my friend. Like, I would literally never. Like, I don't want to go near anything.
People be doing it though.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
I think that's such like girl code. Like, no, you don't do. But then like talking to other people and my sister's like, I guess girl code isn't that much of a thing anymore.
I've had that happen to me quite a few times.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yes. Like, I've had people that, even if I'm just, like, casually dating them, I've had friends that have, like, come after I'm done with the guy and is like, oh, yeah, we're, like, dating. And I'm like, okay. And I just think it's, like, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to trip on you. I'm definitely not going to trip on him. But I'm just like, why would you even want to go there?
No, I would
Knowing
be
that
mad.
I have history. Like, it's just weird.
That's so weird. And like, if that's my good friend and I'm supposed to see you and your new man together, like, that's so awkward.
It's weird. It's very weird. But trust me,
Like, that's your man? That was my man.
that happened to me, like, quite a few times. And I'm just like, I don't get it. Maybe I'm too nonchalant.
I would not like that.
I wouldn't like that. I would never do that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, hey, to each their own.
Yeah, and then some other things came out as well. Apparently, her ex-husband, former NBA star Scottie Pippen, didn't like the Kardashians. That was a little fight in their relationship.
That makes sense.
Apparently, Larsa never slept with Tristan, which is interesting. They
I
were
could
just
see that.
dating. What is the other thing?
She's, like, very out there. Like,
Very.
she just dates everybody. I think that's
Yeah.
so funny.
It is very funny. Larsa and Tristan Jordan. I'm just looking through the article. Larsa is still friends with Lala, Anthony, and Jonathan Chabon, Kim's other very close friends. And the other main thing was that Travis Scott claimed that Larsa hit on him one day at a club, but she denies this. And apparently that was also one of the reasons that her and the Kardashian clan parted ways.
Interesting.
Travis jumped in.
She strikes me as the type of woman that's just, like, friendly, like, overly friendly with people that she's comfortable with. Like,
Yes.
she's like, we've all been to get dinner together. If I see you and you're not with your girl, I'm still gonna talk to you the same way I would as if Kylie's standing there. But then in the other person's mind, they're like, damn, this bitch is friendly. And it kind of seems like she would be painted as, like, the girl that's just, like, fast of herself with everybody.
Yes.
And I could see how someone could be like, no, boo-boo. That's shiesty.
Yeah. It is a little shiesty.
I guess. There was an old article a couple years ago at, like, a Coachella that she was seen having, like, full-on conversation with the guy that Kim was married to. What's his
Chris
name?
Humphries. I remember this.
Like, full-on conversation. It was reported that they were flirting. And I'm sure, like, in her mind, it was not flirting. She was just being friendly to her friend's ex. But it's just, like, she just seems like one of those, like, I'm here, I'm having a good time. You're here, you're having a good time. Let's strike up a conversation for no reason.
The thing is, like, if
she's just overly friendly.
If you're, like, known for this and it's been getting you into trouble, why do you keep doing it?
But
That's
people
what
like
leads
that,
me to believe it's a little shiesty.
People like that are just like that. They're just like, they just fast up themselves in everybody, in everybody's face.
Okay.
You know people like that. I know a couple people like that.
I do.
And I'm just like...
It's just like, girl, head down.
Sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't talk to him.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It's just like, Larsa, come on. Come on.
It's interesting. Like, she's really iced out, though. Like, social media-wise... She didn't go to Kim's birthday. She didn't go to the island. You know, like, it's done.
It's done. So that's what prompted the tell-all. But I'm glad it gave us some content.
Yes, lots of juicy content. Love it.
Very good. Another story that I have is super random, but I'm kind of obsessed. Post Malone started a beer pong league. And it's being streamed on Facebook and Instagram, and he's bringing celebrities on to play beer pong.
Okay. Do they win money? Is it for, like, charity? Like, what's the...
They don't win money. They answer questions in between some of them. And then
like
at the end,
questions or like
interview questions.
Okay.
And then they invite people to watch it on like Zoom. It's funny, like the people in the audience can ask the questions, and then at the end the loser performs.
Oh,
so like it's kind of fun.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, so
I love beer pong.
It's fun. It was super fun to watch.
I don't know if I would watch that. I would have to be super bored. Mm-hmm. But that is a cute concept.
They're 20 minutes and they're
that's cute.
They're short. They're well edited. They actually have like good production value.
So it's not live.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I got confused. It's not live. It's on Facebook. Like
Watch.
They post it on Facebook Watch. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
But yeah, it's edited well and it's cute, and he's inviting like a bunch of celebrities on. So the first episode was MGK, and MGK is just so fun, and Megan Fox was there, and
I love them.
And they were getting drunk and they were cracking jokes.
I like literally am obsessed with MGK.
Yeah, no, I love him too. So maybe you should watch that episode. I thought it was so cute.
Okay, maybe I'll check it out. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, and then Halsey's gonna be on.
Oh my god, my other fave!
You see what I'm talking about? Like, it's the content that I didn't know I wanted.
Okay, this is fun and fresh.
Yeah, celebrities getting drunk and playing a game, beer pong.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, now I would love like a house party backyard, like flip cup, beer pong, like, oh my god. That would just be so much fun right now.
I found watching it so fun. It just reminded me of like the olden days. And at the beginning, they're like, okay, everyone got tested multiple times before they came here, blah, 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 calm down.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even care if people get tested before they meet. Like, who cares? It's none of my business. I'm within my home, so I have no business with you.
You know, you have to say that now, though, because people be fastening up themselves and getting mad on social media. Like, this isn't social distancing. Why aren't you social distancing? So, yeah.
You guys need hobbies.
But it's cute. Check it out.
Okay, well, I think this might be our last story.
Mm-hmm.
The People's Sexiest Man Alive for 2020 has been unveiled, and it is Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, so fine.
Okay, I have one problem with this.
Oh, you didn't like the photo shoot?
The photo.
Yeah.
What was that?
He's looked better.
He's absolutely looked better. I have a picture of him on my vision board for 2020, and he looks way better in that picture. Like, in that picture, he is hot. Yeah. In this picture, he looks like someone's, like, weird cousin. I don't know. This mustache is, like, not doing it for me.
The staff at People magazine, though, I just feel like they haven't really been hitting the mark in the last couple of years. Not only with their pics, but with their photos. Because when Blake Shelton was picked, like, he's not that cute, but also in that photo, I've seen him look better than that. It's just like, y'all put him in his same old flannel shirt and jeans It's like the man couldn't have
Put
done
on a suit.
something, you know? Michael B. Jordan's in a little t-shirt with a green background. Like, who shot this? This looks like it's in somebody's backyard. I'm gonna need them to step it up. And, like, there was so many good photo shoots to come out this week. Like, Zendaya, immaculate, amazing. And it's
GQ with George Clooney. Oh,
yes.
my God. I mean, also, I think that was In Style with Obama. Like, oh
so
my God.
there's no excuses. You guys just didn't do your job.
Yeah, I agree. This photo is killing me. Like,
Yeah.
he's hot. And
He's
this
so hot.
picture does not do him any justice. And then, like, his veneers just look like real, I don't know. Like, it's it's killing me.
It's the styling for me. Like, y'all couldn't have styled something better.
Yeah.
Oh, is he the runner-up?
Yeah, the runner-ups are Chris Evans,
Hot.
Lucas Bravo, who
We don't
was
like him.
in Emily in Paris. I don't know him.
I don't like him. He looks...
What else is he in?
Just from that photo, I don't like him.
Okay. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Okay.
He's hot.
A little older daddy.
Paul Mescal, who was in Normal People. Didn't watch that.
Okay, he has like that UK look.
He
that
does have
rough,
that
UK rough look. You know that video of the guys, you want the smoke, bruh? You want the smoke,
Oh
bruh?
my
That's
God,
what he looks
does
like.
look like that. That's hilarious.
They have a look.
They do have a look. Okay. Maluma.
Ooh,
Love that.
Sexy. No, he should have been higher up. Like that Lucas guy, he needed to get bumped out, and Maluma needed to
Right.
get put up.
Pedro Pascal. I love him.
Oh yeah, I like him too.
From Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Chris Rock. Okay, why? Chris Rock is not at all good looking.
He's lower on the list. So somebody at People was like, funny is sexy. Who's funny?
But like Chris
I
Rock.
feel like that's how the conversation went.
It should have, I mean, if you wanted a funny man, it should have been Trevor Noah. He's like a cute, funny guy.
Searching up Trevor Noah.
You don't know what Trevor Noah looks like?
I don't think so.
The black guy? That's on, what's the Daily Show?
Oh, him!
Right.
Okay, yeah. No,
Oh my
they
God.
should have picked him. He's like
He's
cuter.
a cute, funny guy.
Yeah.
Then it's Paul Rudd. I don't understand.
I don't think he's sexy.
I don't think he is good looking.
He's good looking, but I don't think he's sexy.
John David Washington, which is Denzel's son. I don't think he's
Oh,
attractive.
was he the guy from Tenet?
Tenet, yeah.
He was hot in Tenet.
Really?
No, in Tenet he was hot.
I don't think he's attractive. Like, this is not my guy.
That is not his best photo. No, actually, that's a horrible photo.
This is an awful photo.
No, in Tenet, he's got, like, the low fade, like, trim beard, all suited up in every scene. Like, no, he looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I promise.
I don't believe it. I've seen him before in other things. I don't think
He
he's...
be looking goofy.
Like, Denzel is so fine. What happened? Like, I just feel like... Oh, I would be so mad.
That's mean, Adriana.
No, like, like, if your father was one of the hottest men ever to touch Earth, and you
And your
came
son
out
is not that
goofy,
hot.
I would be so mad.
No, it's just the way that he usually, like, you know, okay, men, they be looking like a whole different man with a haircut and
Oh
a
my
nice
God.
trim.
This is so true.
And he's just one of those guys. He makes himself look goofy by being disheveled.
No, I've seen him look clean.
Okay, I thought he looked good in Tenet.
Okay, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like, Denzel in his prime, like, if I didn't get those jeans and I had the chance to get those jeans, I would be hella mad. Just like hella mad.
I feel you.
Denzel in his prime?
I feel you.
Okay, Brad Pitt is next.
Of course, Brad Pitt makes the list every year.
Yes. And then Manny Jacinto. He's from The Good Place.
Okay, I like him. Is he tall?
Kinda.
Okay.
But he's like lanky.
Steve Kornacki! Okay, I actually support this pick. I love Steve Kornacki.
I hate this list every year. It's always wrong. The choices are always like, no.
No, somebody was like, numbers are sexy. Put Steve Kornacki on there. It's just like being a journalist and like knowing how newsrooms are run. It just gives me so much perspective on this. The editorial team was literally like, okay, like add the normal Hawkeyes, add like the trending Hawkeyes, and then who's funny and who's smart. Steve Kornacki.
This is weird. This is just a weird choice.
No, Kornacki's cute. We like him.
Sure.
We don't like the khakis that he was in for 3 days straight, but he's cute.
Oh my god.
That
That poor man. Like, MSNBC just ran him into the ground.
No, I think he wanted to. He tweeted before.
No, for sure.
Like, I'm not leaving until the results are called. And he didn't leave.
No, for sure. He's dedicated to the job. He was in it for the long haul, but like, Jesus.
I felt so bad.
I hope he got a bonus.
Oh, he better. He better.
Yeah.
They need to give him his own show.
I mean, but he's... okay.
He only comes around in the election time. It's like, no, we need to see more of him.
Like, for what, though? He's a numbers guy.
He can talk about some more numbers with other things, like the stimulus package that should have been passed months ago.
Okay, we're veering off topic. Okay, so those are the stories.
Yes, that is our tea for today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yes, thank you for tuning into this episode of the TV and Tea podcast. Go ahead and subscribe to us wherever you are listening, whether that's Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all the places. Wherever you're listening, please go ahead and leave us a 5-star review. Tell us something nice. You know we love it. And if you're watching us on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And we will be back next Friday for another episode to serve up all the tea on the latest TV and pop culture news. Bye, guys.
Peace out. Cheers.